Hi everyone! I'm Cadet Lieutenant Jonalyn Monar from Mangatarong, Pangasinan. I am third-year college student and I am currently taking up Bachelor of Science in Criminology at University of Luzon. I am 21 years old, born on July 18, 1999. My motto in life is, I'm stronger because I had to be. I'm smarter because of my mistakes, happier because of the sadness I've known, and now wiser because I learned. In order to avoid this disaster in your house, you must know and follow this safety precaution. In case of fire, don't hide. Go outside. Running makes fire burn faster. Have an escape plan and practice it with your family. Find two ways out of every room in case one way is blocked by fire or smoke. In case of earthquake, if you are indoors, stay there. Get under a desk or table and hang onto it. Drop, cover, and hold on. Or move into hallway or against an inside wall. Stay clear of windows, fireplaces, and heavy furniture or appliances. Get out of the kitchen, which is a dangerous place. Things can fall on you. Here are some rules you must follow during discussion. Number 1. During discussion, you need to listen carefully because after the lecture, I will give a short quiz. And number 2, reminder to all cadets during discussion. Number 1, no eating. Number 2, no sleeping. And number 3, no talking. The objectives of this topic is to study the function of military intelligence and to know the importance of military intelligence in battlefield. The scope of the lesson is definition, function of military intelligence, importance of military intelligence, what does intelligence do in military, and what is true intelligence. The definition of terms. Number 1, strategic intelligence is formally defined as intelligence required for the formation of policy and military plans at national and international levels. Number 2, operational intelligence is focused on support or denial of intelligence at operational tiers. The operational tier is below the strategic level of leadership and refers to the design of practical manifestation. Number 3, tactical intelligence is focused on support to operation at the tactical level and would be attached to the battle group. So here are the references. And now, let's proceed to the introduction of military intelligence. Introduction to military intelligence. The definition of military intelligence is a military discipline that uses information collection and analysis approaches to provide guidance and direction to assist commanders in their decision. This aim is achieved by providing an assessment of data from a range of sources directed towards the commander's mission, requirements, or responding to questions as part of operational or campaign planning. To provide analysis, the commander information requirements are first identified, which are then incorporated into intelligence collection, analysis, and dissemination. So, ang ibig sabihin ng military intelligence ay dapat lahat ng officer ay disiplinado. Disiplinado sa every action na ginagawa nila. At dapat may knowledge sila about sa information na yon at sa every action or decision na gagawin nila. So dito, sa military intelligence, ay dapat may plan ang every team. So, ang plan nila is to achieve their goal. There are functions in military intelligence. Number 1 is strategic intelligence is formally defined as intelligence required for the formation of policy and military plans at national and international levels, and corresponds to the strategic level of warfare, which is formally defined as the level of warfare at which a nation, often as a member of a group of nations, determined national or multinational, alliance or coalition, strategic security objectives and guidance, then develops and uses national resources to achieve those objectives. Dito sa strategic intelligence, it is the process of defining its strategy or yung direction at yung gagawin na decision ng isang team. Strategic planning is may makukuhang benefit when it comes to an organization or group. At dito, magkakaroon ng progress sa isang goal. The next function is operational. Operational intelligence is focused on support or denial of intelligence at operational tiers. The operational tier is below the strategic level of leadership and refers to the design of practical manifestation, formally defined as intelligence that is required for planning and conducting campaigns in major operation to accomplish strategic objectives within theaters or operational areas. Operational intelligence in the discipline of law enforcement intelligence is concerned primarily with identifying, targeting, detecting, and intervening in criminal activity. The use within law enforcement and law enforcement intelligence is not scaled to its use in general intelligence or military naval intelligence, being more narrow in scope. Dito naman sa operational intelligence is nagre-required ulit ng planning at nagsasagawa ng campaigns at major operation. So dito, kailangan talaga physically, mentally, and emotionally ready ka kapag sasabak na sa isang operation. At dapat well-trained din. Kapag sinabing well-trained is dapat thoroughly or expertly trained na. At para madali mo na lang maintindihan yung instruction.
PD-100 Black Hornet. What at first glance might appear to be a toy drone is actually the smallest military drone in the world. Its tiny size, combined with its exceptional performance, has made the PD-100 Black Hornet a nearly perfect recognition device. Its advantages have already been recognized by British troops during their operations in Afghanistan. In addition, these miniature drones have been acquired by the United States and 17 other countries. But why are they so good? Firstly, the drone doesn't need to be assembled. It can be put into operation in just a few seconds. The controls are very simple, and learning to operate it takes no more than 20 minutes. The drone weighs only 18 grams and it's 16 centimeters long. At the same time, it's silent, has 3 cameras, and is able to move away from the operator as far as 1.6 kilometers. It can be controlled even with one hand, using a special remote control. The battery provides up to 25 minutes of work. The information is delivered to the operator in real time as well. The drone itself doesn't store information, which is useful in case of capture. The PD-100 Black Hornet is very maneuverable too. The night vision system and the thermal camera improve recognition tasks. The drone's not affected by bad weather like rain or snow. It can easily withstand winds of 8 to 12 meters per second, and its maximum speed is 18 kilometers per hour. GuardBot. If you need a ground-based recognition device, the best option is GuardBot. This device also has compact dimensions. Its diameter is only 60 centimeters, but don't be fooled by its fragile appearance. GuardBot can travel by both water and land. The engineers have given the device a high level of cross-country ability, so it moves just as smoothly and easily over grass, sand, snow, and other rough surfaces. The purpose of this unmanned robot surveillance sphere is to patrol territories, detect explosive devices, and dangerous chemicals. Cameras inside the robot provide a 360-degree view. A microphone records everything that's happening around the robot. The data is also transmitted in real time through secure data channels. The GuardBot weighs 24 kilograms. It can operate continuously for 4 to 6 hours and at a speed of up to 10 kilometers per hour on land. On water, the speed is 5 kilometers per hour. iRobot PackBot 510. Now let's talk about a popular military robot actively used by the US military in Iraq and Afghanistan. The device was created by the American company iRobot, involved in the US Army's modernization program. The advantages of the design are pretty obvious. The PackBot 510 robot uses caterpillar tracks to move. However, they have a special mobile design. Thanks to it, the robot can self-propel, descend safely, and overcome even large obstacles. But that's not all. This robot has an advantage that other reconnaissance vehicles we've mentioned today do not have. It can be equipped with a 2-meter-long robotic arm. It has a flexible design so that the camera mounted at the end can penetrate even inaccessible areas. The mechanical clamp increases the number of tasks the robot can perform. The device can reach speeds of up to 24 kilometers per hour and weighs 29 kilograms. Themis UGV. Here we have an amazing unmanned ground robot that, in addition to performing intelligence missions, can participate in combat operations too. This equipment is produced by the company Milrem Robotics from Estonia. The robot's name stands for Tracked Hybrid Modular Infantry System, while UGV stands for Unmanned Ground Vehicle. But let's talk about its features. The robot is equipped with a 40mm grenade launcher and a 12.7mm machine gun. The operator controls the movement of the device and the remotely launched projectiles using a device that looks like a tablet. The developers have tried to make the control intuitive and simple, which reduces operator fatigue and improves efficiency. The manufacturer also provided protection. The body of the robot can withstand shots from armor-piercing weapons and anti-tank mine explosions. The built-in flying drone, which can be launched using the control panel, provides a better all-round view. The maximum speed of the robot is 24 kilometers per hour. But this shortcoming is compensated by its high cross-country ability. Themis UGV can easily deal with 60-degree grades and water up to 61 centimeters deep. Dogo. This tactical combat robot was developed by the Israeli company General Robotics. Its mission is to provide armed support to the infantry during anti-terrorist operations, as well as other combat operations. The device has many advantages. Firstly, its compact size. The weight of the robot doesn't exceed 12 kilograms, so it's easy to transport from one place to another. 9 built-in micro cameras are responsible for the recognition functions and provide a 360-degree view. But the most important feature is the 9mm Glock combat pistol with 14 cartridges that can be installed inside. This feature distinguishes the robot from all others because the robot was designed specifically for this weapon and can only be used with it. Other similar robots are designed for interchangeable combat modules. Among other things, Dogo stands out for its maneuverability, its ability to overcome obstacles thanks to its track system, and even to climb stairs. The integrated battery guarantees 4 hours of continuous operation. TICAD. The developers of this device were inspired by the idea that soon there will be no people on the battlefields. Battles will be fought between machines controlled by operators from a safe distance. TICAD is a battle drone that will easily replace a full human combat team. It can perform various tasks many times faster and much more efficiently. So what is TICAD? This system has been developed by a team of American specialists from Rotc. The drone is equipped with small arms, making it ideal for anti-terrorist operations. TICAD is particularly relevant when the battle takes place near populated areas. Engineers are confident that the use of these drones will reduce civilian casualties. The advantage of the drone is that it's capable of lifting almost any weapon into the air. The only limit is the weight. It shouldn't exceed 10 kilograms. For now, TICAD only follows the operator's orders. However, we wouldn't be surprised if in the future, these systems could discover the enemy and open fire on their own. Sea-Wasp. Today, we've shown you devices designed for recognition in the air, on the ground, and on the water. However, there's another field we haven't mentioned: underwater space. The Sea-Wasp is a robot for countering underwater improvised explosive devices developed by the Swedish company Saab. As you can guess from this description, the device was designed to safely search, move, and defuse explosive devices underwater. The model was introduced in 2016. You should know that until recently, the deactivation of underwater explosives was done by divers because there was simply no other option. That's why the Sea-Wasp is a very important development. This drone is powered by 2 electric motors, allowing it to reach speeds of up to 15 kilometers per hour.
The next function of military intelligence is tactical. Tactical intelligence is focused on support to operation at the tactical level and would be attached to the battle group. At the tactical level, briefings are delivered to patrols on current threats and collection priorities. These patrols are then debriefed to elicit information for analysis and communication through the reporting chain. Tactical intelligence is formally defined as intelligence required for the planning and conduct of tactical operation, and corresponds with the tactical level or warfare. It's self-defined as the level of warfare at which battles and engagement are planned and executed to achieve military objectives assigned to tactical units or task forces. Dito naman sa tactical intelligence, sometimes tinatawag itong combat intelligence. Itong intelligence na ito ay required by military fields commanders. Ito yung pinakauna or nangunguna dapat mag-response sa mga needs ng military fields commanders so they can plan for at kapag necessary is magkakandak sila ng combat operation. Next is tasking. Intelligence should respond to the needs of leadership. Based on the military objective and operational plans, the military objective provides a focus for the estimate process from which a number of information requirements are derived. Information requirements may be related to terrain and impact on vehicle or personal movement, disposition of hostile forces, sentiments of the local population, and capabilities of the hostile order of battle. In response to the information requirements, analysts examine existing information, identifying gaps in the available knowledge. Where gaps in knowledge exist, the staff may be able to task collection assessed to the target the requirement. Analysis reports draw on all available sources of information, whether drawn from existing material or collected in response to the requirement. The analysis report are used to inform the remaining planning staff, influencing planning and seeking to predict adversary intent. Dito sa tasking intelligence, dapat handa ka, handa ka sa pwedeng anong mangyari sa'yo and especially sa team nyo. Pinili natin itong trabahong ito, kaya dapat alam natin yung salitang risk, yung handa nating ialay yung buhay natin para sa bayan. At itong tasking, ito talaga yung needs of leadership. Next is process. The process of intelligence has 4 phases: collection, analysis, processing, and dissemination. The 6 categories of intelligence operations are planning and direction, collection, processing, and exploitation, analysis and production, dissemination and integration, and evaluation and feedback. Dito sa collection is to collect information. Yung mga officer is dapat maging observant. Know what to observe and syempre, report the information in an effective manner. Pag sinabing be observant, dapat alerto ka sa lahat at handa ka sa pwedeng mangyari. Kapag sinabing know what to observe, is it comes from being properly trained naman. At last, is yung report the information in effective manner. Dito naman, is bago ka mag-report sa pinakamataas, is dapat yung information na sinasabi mo is dapat organized. At may knowledge ka about don sa report na yon. And it must be timely. The next function of military intelligence is collection. Many of the most important facts are well known or may be gathered from public sources. This form of information collection is known as open source intelligence. For example, the population, ethnic makeup, and main industries of a region are extremely important to military commanders, and this information is usually public. It is, however, imperative that the collector of information understand that what is collected is information and does not become intelligence until after an analysis has evaluated and verified this information. Collection of read materials, composition of units or elements, disposition of strength, training, tactics, personalities, leaders of these units and elements contribute to the overall intelligence value after careful analysis. Next is analysis. Analysis consists of assessment of an adversary capabilities and vulnerabilities. In a real sense, these are threats and opportunities. Analysts generally look for the least defended or most fragile resource that is necessary for important military capabilities. These are then flagged as critical vulnerabilities. For example, in modern mechanized warfare, the logistic chain for a military unit's fuel supply is often the most vulnerable part of a nation order of battle. Analysis Ito yung last na intelligence, which dito is involves the collection of data and information na na-collect natin about sa enemy and to predict their behavior and any possible threats that may pose. Next is importance of military intelligence. Most governments maintain a military intelligence capability to provide analytical and information collection. Personnel in both specialist unit and from other arms and services. The military and civilian intelligence capabilities collaborate to inform the spectrum of political and military activities. So, napaka-important talaga ng military intelligence kapag nasa battlefield. Considering that, nakakapagbigay siya ng advantage by locating the weakness of enemy and knowing what the enemy will do. What does intelligence do in military? Intelligence specialists play a key role in ensuring that military operations are planned using the most accurate, current information about enemy forces and capabilities. So, yung role talaga nila is to defeat the enemy. What is true intelligence? Intelligence has been defined in many ways. The capacity for logic, understanding, self-awareness, learning, emotional knowledge, reasoning, planning, creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving. So, dito sa the capacity for logic is to study the truth. Next naman is understanding. May ability ka to understand something. Aware ka sa feelings ng iba, tao, at alam mo ding makibagay. Sa self-awareness naman is yung mga experience mo about sa past life mo. Next is learning. Learning naman ay dapat may initiative ka. Emotional knowledge naman ay the capability of individuals to recognize their own emotion. Sa reasoning naman is ito yung making sense of thing or na-adapt mo na informations or nakuha mo. Next is planning. So, in every decision making is may knowledge ka about don at lagi mong isipin na may mission kayo, na may role kayo as a team. At alam mo yung word na responsibility. Creativity naman is outcomes unforeseen by the enemy. Next is critical thinking. It is a form of training that prepares military leaders to think strategically in a variety of critical circumstances. At last, yung problem solving. The goal is to have high quality, acceptable decision made in combat and training situation. In the summary, military intelligence to provide analytical and information collection personnel in both specialist units and from other arms and services. The military and civilian intelligence capabilities collaborate to inform the spectrum of political and military activities. Military Stay safe,
intelligence
everyone.
specialists play a key role in ensuring that military operations are planned using the most accurate, current information about enemy forces and capabilities. I hope you have learned something because I will give you a short quiz. Discuss the following. Number 1. Why is it important to study military intelligence as a criminology student? Number 2. What is the difference between tasking and collection in military intelligence? Thank you very much for taking your time to attend my presentation. Always be safe and God bless you all.